Hello there. This is part 2 of our online Game Master training for A Paycheck Away. We're going to show you how to start the game and set yourself up as the Game Master. This video will hopefully be helpful for you, but we still suggest you study the Game Master Guide first and watch the other 2 videos. Just in case you're skipping around, let's review the game goal. Players need to use a combination of choice and chance to earn enough money to get themselves and as many fellow players as possible out of homelessness within 3 months. As in real life, your opportunities will be constrained by circumstances and luck, good and bad. The Game Master helps players along the way by being the rule keeper, the township trustee, and the facilitator. But getting started can feel awkward. How can you let players know you are in charge? Well, we're going to show you. Take a look as Sharon Bowler, lead game designer for A Paycheck Away, gets a group started as the Game Master.
Hi, I'm Sharon Bowler, and I'm going to be your Game Master for today's game of A Paycheck Away. This game is about homelessness, and all of you are going to be playing a character. So every one of the characters in this game is either homeless right now or you're right on the edge of being homeless. The object of the game is to get as many of you out of homelessness and into permanent housing in 3 months as we can. So any player who loses health tokens, that's these red little tokens here, before the end of the game, which goes for 3 months, will be eliminated from the game. Before we get started, I'm going to hand you each a little card, and I'd like you to take a minute to think about some assumptions, beliefs, or opinions that you have on homelessness, and just write those down. You're not going to be asked to share them, so don't worry about it. If it's not something you feel comfortable sharing with a group, you won't have to, but it's something you can refer to when we conclude gameplay, and you can kind of assess if anything's been changed or strengthened, or something new has come up for you as an assumption. So I will pass those that way, and these this way, and if you could just write your thoughts. Okay, thank you. The next thing I'm going to ask you to do is you each have a packet next to you. Go ahead and pull out your money and your tokens, and you should have a little avatar or marker that I'm going to ask you to put on the game board. So you also have a budget sheet that you'll be using during the game, and you have a profile sheet. And I'm going to borrow yours for just a second to kind of point out that it'll tell you on your profile sheet exactly where you are at this point in the game. So you're playing Janine, and yours is the local homeless shelter. So just go ahead and find where you are on the game board, the street, the pay-by-the-week motel, or the homeless shelter, and put your item right there. And then once you've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to get to know each other as the characters in the game that we'll be playing for today. And so we'll just go around and share a little bit about your character and who you are. So why don't we start with you, and you can tell us who you are in the game and give us your background.
So I'm Janine. I'm a 27-year-old single mother. I just arrived at the homeless shelter. For about 3 months before that, I lived with my brother and his wife, but their situation...
Okay, that was pretty good, right? The big thing to remember is that this is not an exact science. Use a style that is comfortable for you and set the tone for how the game will play out. If you establish your authority early, players will trust you when issues come up in the game. You can accomplish this by explaining your different roles in the game. And of course, make sure you show players all the game pieces and have them introduce their characters. Don't let them forget those budget sheets. And even though Sharon did a nice job as Game Master, there was still some opportunity for improvement. She did not explain the Game Master's various roles, such as employer, township trustee, landlord, and settler of disputes. If you forgot to mention something, you'll always have a chance to fill players in later. So that's how to get a game started as the Game Master. If you're looking for more help, Video number 1 has 5 great tips on being a game master, and video number 3 has gameplay scenarios of issues that come up often in the game. And remember, the most important thing is to read that Game Master guide beforehand and use it as a guide while you play. If you do that, you'll do great. Good luck!